Yo, hold on, let me get. Yo, what's happening? It's DB. Welcome to This Is Greater Than Us podcast, episode 30. What's good, 30? Like 30 for 30. You got your dirty 30s. For women, got they flirty 30s. Even though them hoes got flirting. Yeah. What's happening, sugar?
West Side.
Hey,
What up? What up?
what's happening? Why you?
I'm good.
Hold on. How you feel?
I feel so much better. Thank you.
All right. EB, what's up, chat?
What's good, baby? It's
How
the
you?
Dirty 30. Let's get it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. This is Greater
I'm in
Than
the
Us,
building.
episode 30. This is the 30 for 30. 30 episodes of us getting on y'all nerves and y'all hearing us debate and fuss and argue and then have real good conversation and then talk about wild shit. So this is 30 episodes of us. I'm DB, that's EB, that's Cat. We have a fourth member.
Don't worry. When
I
he get here, he
don't
getting
know
rolled
if
up.
he's gonna be.
He fucking getting rolled up.
Write
Fucking
him
no
back.
call. He no call, no show last week. This motherfucker late again this week.
Yeah.
You're
So
like that employee that you fuck with, but you don't really need. So you just like, you just keep letting him come to work and shit.
nah, he the employee that's related to the manager. So
Yeah.
you can't like play with him too tough in front of niggas because if it get back to the manager, you might be fired. Like it's one of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, crazy.
shout out to the other DB though. He'll get here when he get here. How y'all feel, man? How y'all been?
I've been good. I've been good.
You been good?
I've been
Everything's
good as
going
I
swell
look.
so far?
That's what I always say. I've been good as I look.
Okay.
And I think I look
He
pretty
doing
good.
bad then.
That's spicy.
Right.
I'm gonna let her have it. She
Nah.
missed me. That's all right. That's what happened.
We got a showdown this week. Remember?
Yes, because you did the
I don't really,
funniest shit last week.
I
That was
don't really
funny.
think it wasn't on purpose. It just
It
life
wasn't
be
on purpose.
life be happening like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't happen on purpose. I didn't purposely do that. It just was my natural reaction. I don't know what you.
Yeah. But Kat, how are you? Especially because you weren't here last week due to a little under the weather.
Yeah, I had the little fake COVID. I don't know what that was, but they had
Okay.
all the symptoms. I'm just thankful it wasn't COVID or monkeypox because I know that your boy was over there hoping I said monkeypox. But
I would never wish that kind of thing on you. But I see you got the room set up for the talent show. So what kind of wild ass shit you ready to do after this podcast is over?
what
Because
I normally do after 10 o'clock,
that's what they say. That's what they say when you see women with all them LED lights and shit in their bedroom. And how many niggas you done had over here for this talent show, miss? Like, don't
you just mad because you ain't get a talent show.
I'm not over it.
DB,
I'm not upset,
what's
but
going
it's all
on for
right.
the night? Where our other co-host? Cause we're not about to do this.
Yo, I don't know, yo.
We don't know. And while
We
we
don't
wait
know,
for you
and
to figure
what we can't do is the show must go on, just
it
like it
Yeah,
was.
and shout out
hit
to
it.
my man BRTS.82. He in the fucking building
What's up,
tonight.
sir? What's up,
Let me
sir?
just tell y'all right now, I'm bringing charges up on somebody immediately.
Okay.
This is how we
Who?
gonna fucking start the show. I'm bringing Fat Joe up on fucking charges.
Fat Joe.
Fat
Yep.
Joe. Joe cracked
Bringing
the
Fat
Don.
the
Don
Don
Cartagena.
Cartagena. Yes.
I personally love Fat Joe, yo. I love him.
And
Why?
until I boy, listen. I'm bringing his ass up on charges.
What's the charge?
So I was chilling online, seen this Fat Joe video. I said, "Oh, what my man Crack talking about?" I click it, and he was on there being a fucking chatty pig. He was on there being a messy Marvin. Let me fucking tell you something, Fat Joe. when you start off with a story with saying, I really ain't know the extent of the relationship, but I ain't no but. Shut the fuck up then. Gotta shut
All
the
right,
fuck
so you
up.
got to give context because I'm lost.
So he was speaking on Irv Gotti's appearance on the Drink Champs episode with Nori,
Okay.
and he wanted to tell his feelings or express how he felt that Irv Gotti was wrong for what he said and his behavior. And I was confused because he started off saying my brother Irv Gotti, and then I remember Gotti saying my brother Fat Joe, and something about me using that word about a nigga being my brother. I'm not holding a Instagram live conversation where if I haven't already addressed him directly.
That's real.
So one, I'm bringing him up on charges for being a fraudulent brother. Like that's he violated.
Hey, sugar.
What's
I'm
going
back.
on, sir?
That motherfuckers miss a nigga or what?
What's happening?
Disrespectful.
Tired of shit.
We listening to some charges being brought up because I'm
Yeah,
ready to defend Fat Joe.
go ahead. Fat Joe is
Listen,
being
yo.
brought up on charges for being a flagrant ass friend. Because if you felt the way about something that your brother said, what you do is you call your brother on the phone and you say, bro, like, what's really going on? Like, what made you bop, bop, bop?
Do you
Now,
believe that sometimes the way you hear things is the way you gotta address them?
no,
Like
not with my brother. You
because the
can't tell
reason
me
why I
nothing
say
about
that,
my brother in public. And
the
I
reason
don't
why
care
I
what
say
my
that, let me
brother
tell
do
you
in
why I say
public.
that. Because
I keep telling y'all gotta put your shit on do not disturb because
that
people don't
never
understand that we
happens to
doing a
me.
porn.
That
That's why
never
I should be
happens
on
to
Do
me.
Not Disturb. And it won't happen at all. I'll be trying to tell y'all.
What the fuck?
People rude.
So
It happened again. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You talking, but no sound. You have no sound, DB. You have no sound. We can't hear you.
This nigga
Listen,
me.
let me finish going back.
They
Why this man
yo
call me Caddy?
the Lil Wayne line just came up. They try to holler, but they all a little mute. And
I know y'all couldn't hear me, y'all.
there you go. There
I
you
hate when
go.
somebody call me back to back, yo. That shit blows me. Don't fucking call me back to back, yo. If nobody is dying or getting shot or having a fucking aneurysm, don't call me back to back. Please. I
Listen,
Who
hate
don't
that.
know that you on a pod right now? Let's get
listen.
into these topics.
Let's
Uh,
hold on before we. I
all I
gotta
got
finish
something to say
bringing
about
Fat
Fat
Joe up
Joe.
on charge. I gotta give you all his charges first for you to defend his ass. I'm bringing his ass up on multiple charges. He's a flagrant
Oh
violator.
my goodness.
So he violated his friendship with that man because you're supposed to call that man if you had a problem with what he said. Second, why are you speaking on that man's relationship if you didn't know about that man's relationship? You
And
can't
that's
tell
the
a
point I
motherfucker.
want to get to.
You can't tell a motherfucker how to react to their relationship if you didn't have no information of the relationship. So you should shut the fuck up.
Nah, Irv a sucker, yo.
No.
Irv a sucker, yo. I'm not gonna lie, yo. And we not gonna stay there on this long. We do
Go
got
ahead.
topics, but Irv a sucker, yo.
Why?
Because you don't know that lady's situation now. You don't know who know or who didn't know that they fucked around. You
The
understand what
word.
I'm saying? So for
This
you to
this
get
not
on
the first
there,
time we heard this.
what?
This ain't the first time we heard this.
It
We've been
don't.
hearing this for 20 years.
Okay. Well, he got specific. He said verbatim because I watched the interview. He said
Yeah.
the only time I would not see Ashanti is when she was with Nelly. That's dirty macking. How the fuck? What if Nelly didn't know that?
I think Nelly knew that by now. I just ain't no
Come on,
secret,
yo.
bro.
You can't do that.
Now, listen,
You can't
listen.
do that, yo. That's wrong.
Listen. I have
That's
no
wrong.
problem with if you feel like you want to bring Irv Gotti up on charges for dirty macking. But what I can't say is, at no point did Irv Gotti say anything wrong other than tell his fucking side of the story.
Yo,
He
it's in bad taste, yo. It's in
what's it?
bad
Why?
taste.
Why?
You're not
No,
doing
I
that.
don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. We have a double
As a
standard.
resident woman, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let me ask you a question. So it's in bad taste when I discuss my personal feelings about somebody, but that same person, it was never in bad taste. And none of y'all ever said it was in bad taste when that lady went up on the Breakfast Club and talked down on Irv Gotti. Now, one time I heard nobody appalled that when she went on the Breakfast Club, and oh, he's holding me back, and he won't release my masters. Gotti went on for the majority of the time speaking on why I'm not releasing her masters. I'm not giving her
I'm not talking
masters.
about that part. I'm not talking about that part. I'm
So
talking
listen,
about the specific part. That's
when he
goofy.
said no, the question was asked of him clearly.
You ain't gotta
Do you
answer
feel
every
a
question.
way?
You answer every question you're asked.
Yo, he was on there amongst friends, and he was honest about his shit. I don't have no problem with him being honest about his shit. And this is another thing. I'm tired of people saying that relationship was 20 years ago. We get on everything and want to hear about people's shit when it's something that we want to hear.
I mean, I don't want to know about nobody's relationship.
Noriega ain't bringing nobody on Drink Champs that got a hot record out right now. He bringing people on there that ain't had a record in like 15 years. Those are the guests that we want to hear from because they actually got something to fucking talk about.
I don't agree with Irv. Only that one part. As far as the masters in the music business part, I agree with everything he was saying. But airing her dirty laundry and saying shit that nobody knew, like,
Why you keep saying her? Why you keep saying her dirty laundry? Like this wasn't his
their
business.
dirty laundry. Their dirty laundry.
It was his business.
I don't do that. I can't say that Irv Gotti wrong, but I wouldn't do it. I guess that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that, and to me that's sucker shit. So I can't really say.
Hold on, and let me correct BRTS 82. No, she didn't sleep with Irv Gotti to get on. Like Irv said, it wasn't like that. It wasn't none of that.
He said that. He said they just was fucking around.
Yeah, he said, yo, like we were in love. We were in a relationship.
He was in love.
I think she might have been
in a relationship. He was married.
You can be in a relationship and be married. Why you just say?
What's up, cuz?
So you can't have a relationship and be married.
What's up, cuz?
I gotta go watch the Drink Champs to see what the fuck y'all even talking about.
And shout out to Irv because it was a great interview. Irv really go and give it up. Irv is built for that shit. But
listen, and this is the shit I love to hear. I love. It wasn't disrespectful to his wife. He was disrespecting his wife. He was cheating on her with multiple bitches. Stop fagging up that he was in love with Ashanti was the disrespect to his wife. Like he said on the thing.
He was cheating. I don't
like
think that was disrespectful.
He said I had already left my wife 3 women before Ashanti. He was very clear. Ashanti wasn't the reason me and my wife separated. It was 3 others that happened before my wife came, before Ashanti came along. That's why me and my wife wasn't together. Me and my wife was not living in the same house. We were not together. And I started this relationship with her. He said all of that. So miss me with the, it was this better relationship. Oh, his wife, da-da-da-da-da. Listen.
Okay. All right.
Now, I'm bringing Fat Joe up on charges because he's flagrant. He should have called his man if you had a problem with what your man said. I don't have no problem with you having a problem with it, but you can't address me in public without addressing me. You ain't addressing me. You out here because you out here being a goofy nigga because you might need a feature. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. That's what that was.
That's not the case. You always spinning the narrative.
That's what that was, yo.
It's Fat Joe. But fuck that. I'm going into the topic. Fuck that.
That was he needed to, just in case.
You okay with sex without foreplay? Fat Joe need a feature. Niggas is crazy. Niggas are crazy, yo.
He might need Ashanti to sing a hook, and he was like, I don't want to fuck this up. Let me get out here Let me get out here and say this slick ass shit
Yo, I
about my
hate black
brother.
people, yo. I hate black people. Look how y'all
I hate.
see. Look how y'all
No,
fucking
listen.
just
I
control
hate.
narrative.
No,
Yo, y'all
I
are
know.
crazy,
No,
yo.
I'm keeping this narrative alive. I don't like the
No, I
fact that
get
we
what
want
he's
to
saying.
slander Irv Gotti, but we want to praise the little goofy bitch that date Blueface. I don't like it. That's what's wrong with the world.
I
I
don't
get what
even
he's
know who
saying.
that
I
shit
think
is.
that at the end of the day, if my homegirl, if I'm famous or whatever, and my like things start surfacing about me, my homegirls better not go live or go public and say anything on my relationship. Come to me. Like, let's talk behind closed doors because the public is going to say what they're going to say. We had no control over that. But you as my friend, absolutely not.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yo,
But
you
I
know
still
right
don't
now,
like it though.
if you did something and instead of calling your phone, I got on live and started talking about what you did, you know we would be having a whole conversation. You know that'd be flagrant.
No, we gonna fight.
Right.
Right.
Gotti
I'm
should
not
rip
even.
Fat Joe
I'm
ass.
spinning your block, and not even on like no like I'm gonna beat you up type shit. But that's like beyond words. Like yo,
Who had on what this
don't do
weekend?
that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But I did pose the first topic of the day.
What's this first topic? Let's get it. My bad. I'm sorry I had to get that off, y'all. I was
Are
mad
you
at Fat Joe.
okay with sex without foreplay?
No.
Yeah, especially if your head trash. I want you to like all women can't suck dick. I want y'all to understand that. Just like all niggas can't good at eating pussy, all women not good at sucking dick. So no, I can take sex without the foreplay. Just make sure your pussy good. Cause if your head trash, you can keep that. I don't want you mistreating my penis.
Nah,
You just want to jam it in the hole. You a wild style motherfucker.
No,
Just
listen.
he
let nigga
he
straight
want
to the
to.
point.
That nigga
I'm
want to
a,
Lift
spit in
your
his
leg
hand
up.
and
no, listen.
and rub it
I'm
up
going
against her coochie.
I'm gonna eat. Listen, I might eat your pussy. I might eat your pussy. We fucking and your head trash. I'ma still eat your pussy. But I'm just not going. Please don't put my dick nowhere near your mouth because you don't know how to treat it once you put it in there.
But you see what you did? You minimalized foreplay to just oral sex,
Right.
and it's so much
I
more
was just about to say.
to that. It's so much more
I
to
mean, foreplay could be like
foreplay.
kissing. It could be, kissing the earlobe. It could be sucking
Oh,
the neck. It could be sucking the breast. It
oh,
could
that's not
be
for
sucking
everybody. That's just for
toes.
your girl. That's just for your girl. You ain't supposed to be out
We
here
didn't
doing
say
that.
we didn't
We
say
didn't
it was
say
cool.
who was the title for. Is
Oh,
do you like foreplay? Is foreplay okay without sex, or sex is okay without foreplay?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It can be okay. I can have sex without foreplay,
So you
but
don't want a girl to lick your nipples?
not all the time. You don't gotta do it all the time. Hey,
This
now and
is,
then that's it.
and I'm letting y'all know, time out. This is no edible DB. I'm on fucking point tonight. I got it tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is
Listen,
no edible DB.
yo, I'm just saying, I'm with that. If you sometimes I might want you to lick the nipple, some days I might not. I might not be with it today. It just depends on the mood.
I think the reason why I brought it up is because it's not really about the mood. It's about, okay, so say y'all sexting, because I think we talked about sexting this week too. So say y'all
We did.
sexting
So don't be careful.
and
Yeah.
and like y'all like, oh, when I see you, I'm gonna do this, and then y'all going back and forth. And then when you come to the moment,
Look
it's
at
not going
BRTS.
down how y'all talked about.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second, cat. Stays right there. Look at BRTS acting like he don't get his nipples sucked. Like Nick. See, this my problem with niggas and they pride. Niggas like they nipples sucked. Am I lying, cat?
No.
Niggas like they nipples sucked. But you see how these niggas get on public platforms and
I
be
don't
fronting?
know.
Go ahead, cat. I ain't gonna interrupt you, but sometimes I'm calling these niggas out.
Call
Niggas
them
like
out.
getting they nipples
Listen,
sucked.
you ain't got the front. I ain't gonna tell you. I like it sometimes, but
All
not
right,
all
so
the
I
time.
need what I need is for the women to comment and back me up. These men be loving their nipple suck.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Don't suck my nipples, please.
I don't
Hey,
want to
listen.
do it. Like
Now
I
let me
don't.
just
I
No,
say,
it's not
it's
no
not. I
don't
don't enjoy
listen.
innuendo.
that.
Let me just be
It's
clear.
not
Don't suck my
that's
dick.
not my thing. I ain't look. I'm not
Don't suck
calling this
my
for
shit,
nobody
but
else.
I'll let you lick that motherfucker. Don't suck my shit.
Don't,
Don't,
don't.
don't suck my shit. Don't do that. You can lick it, but don't suck my shit.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I don't
saying?
like that.
Don't,
Like, it's giving me very much like you want to be a woman so bad. Like, nigga, what you want
don't.
next? You want to put your thighs up? DB probably do want that though. Let me not ask that.
What's the
It's,
question?
it's
What you said? I ain't hear you.
He very well like he likes laying on his back and getting his legs put up. Why the fuck EBE looking away? Why EBE look away like that? DB like being on his back with his legs in the air.
I do.
Ew.
I knew
Hey
this
yo,
was coming.
hey yo, but hold up though.
Okay.
Why she moved you to the moon and the stars in the room though?
Yeah.
After she said,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she moved you to the fucking
Yo, you know
cosmos.
what though? You know what it is, yo? My answer to the question is no. I like foreplay.
Somebody going in the comments.
I see him. I'm affectionate, yo. I'm affectionate. I like touch. I like that kind of shit. So I'm not one like I'm not opposed to nothing really sexually. Just don't like stick nothing in my ass. My ass still got the seal on it. The fucking mattress tag is not ripped off my ass. Just long as you don't do that, I'm with everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of the people that, and I say that all the time. So it's not to me, and I like eating vagina. So I can't. I don't want to have sex with you without foreplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's. I like kissing on that. I like kissing. I'm a kisser. I like. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Sex start way before dick going pussy to me.
Yeah, I feel like it, especially like if y'all haven't had it in a while, I feel like it need to be a build up. Like that's my way of showing like how much I missed you, or
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like
That's me,
like
yo.
we need to slow it down a little bit, cause I mean not all the
Shout
time
out
it
to
lasted
Lee, to
long.
you. Yes, I'm into the bondage thing. That's my shit right there.
This nigga don't want his nipples sucked, but he want to be fucking tied up. This nigga
Hell no.
killed
Hey,
me, yo.
first of all, I'm the one to do the tying up. Like, just get that out the way.
Oh, I forgot. You need ultimate control. My bad, Doug.
Yeah, I do the tying up. I don't get tied up. No, I do not.
I haven't been tied up. No, I have been. That's been a long time though. But the way I see bondage now, I haven't had the bondage up today. I don't know. Cause like I think that y'all be going too crazy with that hit and stuff. Like it's been a time where like do you smack my ass? And I'm like, yo, come on now. You ain't had to smack it that hard.
I mean, you're
It's the
just
way
not
you
into that.
it's the way you do it.
No, because depending on what you into, because pain is pleasure.
No. It's the way you do it. Like it's like your
How you
hand.
gonna say
You
no when that's like some people thing? Like for you, just say
Well,
for
I'm talking
you.
about for me. Like I
Yeah,
said, it's the ass, right? You can't hit it. I'm not gonna hit, but you can't hit like
you know
this.
them things
You
will get
got
ready
hit
to jiggle
like
for days if
this.
you hit them.
Like you got hit like that. Like you know what I mean?
You
No,
got
what
like
the
hit and grip. It's like a hit and grip.
Yeah. Like don't just
hell?
hit my shit. Like don't do that.
First of all, once you really get into the bond and all that shit, like I'm not even using my hand. I got floggers and paddles and whips and shit for that. Like I'm
You
not.
got it. Like you got all the tools.
Yeah,
Okay, Christian Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find Evie Newman on Christian Mingle. Under.
Yo, what's crazy is I was just thinking that shit. Like he got all the fucking deaconesses and shit. This nigga got all the choir bitches. You know what I'm saying? These bitches speaking in tongues, shalalalaboshka, nigga smack on the head.
listen.
That nigga
Listen.
Christian
You
Mingle
know what I'm saying?
Moment,
that nigga
moment of
named
He flogging on,
transparency.
Jesus first.
look, he flogging on organ playing and shit.
Moment of
He hitting the,
transparency. Just maybe a few hours for this podcast. I kindly was online and I added something to my inventory. That shit cost me a good $150.
Nah, that's crazy.
he say, would you like to come to my playroom?
Listen,
But you know,
Yo,
Black dude
listen,
got a remixer, so he an odd number. He'd be like
Yeah,
76 shades of gray or some shit like that.
yeah.
Like no, that
That's
nigga
an
had
even
50.
number.
I got 76. Like he got all kinds of shit. Shout out to EV, man. That's a little.
Nigga said I got a cat of 15 tail whip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a little. That's a
Y'all
little
Like
know,
I don't know
extreme, yo.
y'all
who
know a
cat
little
tails
bit
you
more
got, nigga.
about it. Y'all know a little bit more about it.
Oh, I mean, I ain't say we was knowledgeable.
Yeah, I'm knowledgeable.
I just said I ain't fucking with it. You ain't about to hit me with no shit like that.
Mm-mm. Don't
You
hit
know what
me.
I'm saying?
As men, do y'all like it when your girl smack you on your butt?
No.
I don't like
EV.
that. Don't touch my ass in no shape, way, or form.
Touch my butt.
DB.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, that shit don't bother me at all. Like, I'm different, yo.
Wow.
You was waiting for somebody to go. So you can
Listen,
say yeah.
this is the Dirty 30 episode of This Greater Than Us, and it's so wild ass.
It don't bother me. Like, it just, yo, listen, yo, and I'm not, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that, like, I'm more manly than y'all. But, yo, I'm comfortable. And I'm a man's man, dog.
Everybody's different when it comes to that
Right,
shit.
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I ain't want y'all to feel like I was trying to, like,
No,
belittle or
I
undermine
tell people
y'all.
all the time.
No.
I'm just
I
a
tell people
comfortable
all the
nigga.
time. Everybody likes certain shit.
Right.
Yeah. I used to watch my
Like,
mother like have sex. So when it comes to sex, I'm like a different kind. And listen,
hey, Lil Kelly, listen,
listen, yo, because
because
I
I'm right there.
know that
He already
came out
he
crazy.
already doing 30 years. Pause. That nigga on Kelly doing
Listen,
30 years. Did y'all see the video?
I know that came
He had
out
a crush on
crazy.
his mother.
I know that came out crazy.
Pause.
Like, what is wrong? This nigga, I'm prosecuting him.
Yo, I want to be in court tomorrow.
This nigga is rich. He is not even a mom. He
Yo,
can
I
run up
need to
on
be
these
on a
charges right
jury.
there.
I
What
need to
the
be on a
fuck?
Hey,
Now,
yo.
I can understand
He
this. I
Yo,
saw.
he that
He
nigga
said
that
I
girl
used
was
to watch.
going viral about. No, I don't want to talk about it.
He said I used to watch. Like, he like, oh shit. He got a leg up there. Go in it, mom. Come back.
This
Go.
nigga got a flagrant. This nigga got a flagrant 2. This nigga got a flagrant 1 or 2. He got niggas shooting 2 free throws and getting the ball back.
Yo, what be going on this pod?
Nah, yo,
What?
because I'm just fuck it, yo. I can't even explain it. It'll take too long to explain.
No, we got time. Like,
It's just, yo,
what?
if you know my mother, then you know my mother. But
It's about to be a whole reel.
she she did her thing, and we lived with my grandmother in a basement, and I slept on the couch, and it was like a 1-room basement. So sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm a kid. I didn't know what was going on, but it was going down. Like, and this was back in the day, like, fucking only light in the room was the radio light. You know how the radio light used to be
Oh
like,
shit!
you know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? Like a
trying to
blue.
receive and shit.
Yeah, it was that. But
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay, now I
more than one chance.
appreciate you saying you saw it. It was
Yeah, saw it. It
I
was the
watched
watching.
Oh no,
like
I didn't.
Yeah.
you see
Like,
how
see what you did was you just did a motherfucking Juicy J. You just witnessed your mother getting her back blown out. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? But
He
yeah,
watched too
like,
much
you
shit.
know,
But
It's a
that
lot of
wasn't
shit
like
going on in his head.
oh shit, he is tearing my mother ass up.
like
So
yeah,
It wasn't
like
you
you
was
like
doing one of these numbers. You was doing one of these.
like I understand this is
nah, I
weird.
really I
Oh,
honestly
I
just
know
said
that.
I
I know
didn't.
the song. But when you said it the first time, it was like this. Like, oh
Most
shit.
boys be like, I don't want to see that, even if they
This
did wake up and stumble
the way
upon it.
you said it, you was like you woke up and was like, oh, this is my part right here. Go ahead.
I like when she do this.
talking about I seen him do that shit on Booty Talk 67.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I was
That's where
waiting
she
for you
got that
to.
move from, bro.
No,
No,
this
you're
is
not
my
doing
part.
it right. You're
It's
not doing it right.
hilarious.
You gotta
Nigga, put
put
your
the
leg up
Yo,
legs
more.
together.
this is
Put the
this is
legs together.
this is very cringy.
That nigga turned into the key grip of that motherfucker. Put your leg up more. Move your toes to the left, nigga. Get your stroke right.
This is the same nigga who was masturbating in class, y'all, with the students there. So at this point,
Class full of kids. I did.
that's why no. So let's talk about it. That's why they said some kids come out hypersexual. So when we talk about exposing children to sex and all that stuff early, that's a product of that. That's a
Yeah.
product because
And
why is a child in
that's the point
class
I was trying to make.
masturbating?
That's the point I was trying to make. Like I was
Yeah.
exposed to sexual things very, very early in my life. Very extremely early. Even before I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying?
So when people
So
be like, "Oh, why we gotta hide it from the kids?" Why? That's why.
that's why.
That's
I'm
why.
why.
Because if my children are in school, the last thing I want them to come to school after, how was school today? Oh, it was fine, but our homeboy DB got caught masturbating in the back of the classroom while we was watching the movie.
So listen, so man, all right, so y'all got kids. So have y'all kids ever caught y'all fucking?
Yeah.
No,
Not my
they
kids. Not
probably
my
heard
kids.
it.
My
I'm about to say, yeah. I'm about to say, motherfuckers probably heard it. They probably had questions, but they damn sure ain't ask them.
Yeah, and I think
I've been
that
taught by a kid. It wasn't
I've
my
heard my
kids.
mother.
Yeah, man, shit. Ma, if you watching, I heard you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say when. I ain't gonna say where. It was early, and then when I got up, brushed my teeth. I don't know how y'all niggas put them clothes on that fast, but y'all had all y'all shit on when I had my shit on too.
No,
That shit was crazy.
I got a
You know what I'm
story.
saying?
So me and my ex-wife one day, we in our room, we rocking on the floor, we rocking, and we got our back turned to the door. So her sister walked in, who was a kid at the time. Her sister walked in and just came in the door, and she was like, "Ew!" and closed the door real fast. But y'all know I like big women, so it looked like two baby bears just having a motherfucking time of their life.
Baby bears,
Yeah.
y'all was giving full
Hey
grown
yo,
bear.
hey yo, that shit made the Epstein Bears look crazy right now.
Yo.
Yo.
So yeah, yo, I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
you
like,
can't. You can't stop. You
no,
just
you
gotta
don't
keep
stop.
going.
You might as well keep going. The cat already out the bag. I'm
Man,
never
they telling you
stopping.
now.
It is what it is. I'm never stopping.
Only
So
time you stop if the kids start crying. Like then you
yeah, the
gotta stop.
kids start crying. Get off my mother. That was the only time I've ever been caught by a child. I've been caught by adults, but that's the only time I've ever been caught by a child. The best thing in the world is when you try to sneak some sex in before your girl gotta go somewhere and her friends is outside waiting for her and they calling and hitting the phone and you fucking in that bitch rocking and she trying to like, all right, hurry up, but she really don't want you to stop. That's the best. That's the best
It
time.
is like I think sneaky and quickies are some of the best
But
times.
shout out to Lou to you with this awesome question. So would you be opposed to letting your mate watch you engage in a threesome if they made you do it because you got caught cheating?
No.
Huh?
So let's say you get caught cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess your punishment is to watch your mate,
Get
have
the
a
line the
threesome.
fuck out of our ass.
Yeah.
Nah.
See, all right. So
I'm not
I
okay with
feel like
punishments. I feel like if you that bad, bitch, leave.
Yeah.
I mean I feel like this. If that's what you into, all right, that's what you into. But I
Everybody want to
mean
meet
nine
Kevin
times
Gates
out.
so bad.
No, listen, and what people don't realize is Gates ain't saying nothing new. It's just saying something new to motherfuckers who ain't never experienced it. But I've experienced people who like to watch their significant other get fucked. Like they're into that kind of thing.
I heard
Nah,
about it.
not me.
No, I ain't.
I never forget. I was at a function and this was thrashing the shit out of this lady, and there was a motherfucker sitting in the corner, and I thought he was waiting his turn. And then I was like, why you don't, And they was like, oh no, That's her husband. He watching. And I was like, oh, okay. Ooh.
No, I'm
Yeah,
cool.
people win that shit.
I can't even watch you kiss my bitch. I'm sorry, I
Man,
ain't there yet.
and I feel like if you gonna be hitting her ass from across the street, the bills come with her.
He keeps saying that. He keeps
Right.
saying that. He keeps saying that.
That mean I ain't lying about it.
So sex without foreplay, Evie Newman, no.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Cat,
Sometimes.
yes. DB, yes. Other DB, yes.
DB is yes. I feel like, y'all know how I feel about sex. I feel like sex is mental, and I feel like I have to stimulate your mind in other realms before sex actually comes, because I feel like sex actually happens, but for the physical portion of it.
Mm.
So if I start off doing that, why would I stop it? But I also understand that, you got your times where you're not always going to be fully engaged in,
Yeah.
getting to it.
Mm.
So you got to be quick about it. I understand both sides of it,
Yeah.
but I do like the aspect of learning my mate, and getting her to a place where when we ready, like that shit is that for me. Like when she excited, I'm excited, and it's game time. Like we gonna talk about that shit the next day, and we gonna talk about how we gonna run that shit back later.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Did
I'm
the
saying?
comments
Because
stop, or do I not
Nah.
see him again?
You can't see him?
Here I go. It happens every week.
What's the last one you see?
The nigga get off a flagrant fail.
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh yeah,
30
that
minutes
was
ago.
3 hours ago.
I'll be
Yeah.
back.
So
Oh,
to
she want to see this
piggyback
one,
off
man.
that topic, how important is sexting to a relationship?
How important is sexting?
Sexting.
I feel like BRTS 82, yo funny. I mean,
Domesticated like a motherfucker, right? That's what
I
I'm.
mean, and I'm not gonna hold you. I do sound like it because I might as well be it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's just what it is with me. Um, how important is sexting to the relationship? I think it keeps things spicy. It keeps things fun. Um, it's one of those things that lead to the lead up. So if that's what you do to keep your shit spicy, I'm definitely with like, yo, what's happening? Like, bop, bop, bop. We gonna wear this phone out today,
Yeah.
and then shit. You just never know where you might end up at, and and get shit popping. So yeah, I'm definitely with sexting in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Sexting my lady. Is that what we talking about?
Yeah.
Sexting my lady?
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else you gonna be sexting? DB?
Hey, no, you
Yo.
gotta be clear. You gotta be clear. So I'm
Hey,
clarifying.
you sex whoever, whatever young lady is willing to sex you. If it's the bitch that work at the front desk at the job, and she send me some titties, well, thank you, ma'am. Okay, I'm not gonna discriminate
You
on you.
always. You
Cat,
want to
what's
cheat
up?
Hey,
so
boy, I'm
bad.
cool over
Talk
here, bro.
to me.
I'm
What's
telling
up?
you, I'm
Cat,
cool.
what's up?
I didn't. What you say, Cat?
He want to cheat on somebody so bad.
I don't want to cheat on nobody, sweetheart. I'm not in a
Did Pretty
relationship.
Face Jazz fall victim yet?
Like I feel like you're a hater. Like fucking hater, man.
Because I have to hear from another person. But as far as it's Cat with a K. Get it right before you address me.
No, you can keep calling her cat because she been real catty in here tonight. That's real.
Anyway, sexting is fun. I love sexting. But it has to be from my person. Like, I'm not sexting anybody. I'm not sexting the man that work at the front desk.
Yeah.
I'm not sexting anybody that I'm not interested in. I'm fully interested in you. There are going to be picture exchanges. We might have to do a little video play, but I'm for all the shits.
The hammer is coming if we sex and I fucks with you, the hammer is
Yeah.
coming. Please believe.
Ooh, and it's going. It's gonna be
And
fire.
I didn't see.
moment of transparency. I send a hammer from the bathroom at work. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Yeah.
go. There
Give
you
me
go.
You
all
know
that.
what I'm saying?
That's the best when you know that this man is just so turned on and turned up that this man had to sneak away real quick. Like, guys, send me the pictures, boo.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I like them
yeah.
type of pictures. I don't like stored pictures. That's one way to get me tight. If you send me some shit that I know you sent to another bitch, because I'm not a jealous bitch. You
I need
probably
freshness.
sex. Yeah, I need current. Like
I
I
need
need you to
freshness.
hold. Like I put my name on shit. I date stamp shit. I use the filters with the timestamp because I want you to know this was for you.
Yeah, I
I
need
don't give a
fresh
Right.
fuck.
joints.
And if my shit
Don't
get
I'm gonna
don't
leaked,
tell you
yo,
what.
I got
don't
some fire
recycle
shit
me.
out here.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
I'm gonna
cut
tell
you
you
off, but
what.
that is a great point. Don't recycle
I'm
me,
gonna tell
dude.
you what.
I don't want no
Don't
I
piece of me.
not
recycle
only
me. That shit pisses
Yeah,
not
me
look.
off. Like if
don't
I
Not
see
recycle
only
me.
like
not
an
only
Please don't
iPhone
recycle
I
me.
agree with Cat on that.
an
I agree
iPhone
with
will show you when that picture was taken. So if I go in the damn the history of the phone and I see that shit show up in my damn thread from April and it's now July, oh
I'm
I'm
tight.
hot.
you.
I'm
Sexting is
tight.
over.
I'm
I'm
tight.
gonna tell you like this though.
Damn, y'all some
You gonna
freaky
you
motherfuckers.
you
Damn.
you gonna have look. You gonna have a toilet in the background of that motherfucker.
Nah,
No,
that's
I
Cause
fine.
love
I'm
me.
I'm right
Hold on. I
right
love
there.
me a role play. Don't who y'all talking about? I love me a good role play. I love to be the person like I like shit that's not supposed to be done. You get what I'm saying? Like taboo shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like I know that I can't have sex with no employee, so I want to be the boss that's going to make you have sex with me because you were not doing your job. You're not on your job, so
Ooh.
you're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
either get fired or get me right.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
fired or fire me up.
Hold up. Let me ask y'all. Y'all ever had sex at work?
Yes.
Yes,
Hell
we
no.
talked about this 2 weeks
Yes.
ago.
Yes. Yes. I used to have sex at my job every Sunday,
Every Sunday.
Okay.
You know
like
what's
clockwork.
crazy?
Hold on one second.
I used to do security. You want to shout out Limitless Heights? Go ahead.
Gotta shout him out. Go ahead, baby.
Do
This
the
I'm
proper
podcast,
two
qualified.
taxes.
this podcast is brought to you by Limitless Heights LLC.
Yes.
He's a business and a finance advisor.
Yes.
And he is
What's up, bro?
currently right now in the midst of doing LLC paperwork for Hoes R Us. They do hair and sell coochie out the same house.
Anyway, this nigga. DB, gather yourself. Gather yourself.
Yeah, really. What was happening?
Yo,
Hey yo,
I really gotta know the backstory because yo, every
yo
week
yo,
this person come on,
yeah,
yo,
No, listen,
hey yo.
don't even
listen.
want to know.
Nigga,
I
That
don't even
is
want to
no
know the
backstory.
backstory because it make it even funnier watching y'all
Listen,
niggas laugh like this.
I'm gonna give it to you.
yeah,
We
No,
really
keep it the way
listen,
it is. Keep it the way it is. I love it.
listen.
yo,
Everybody on
this
the
nigga,
podcast except for Young Cat, he's our financial advisor. Like, that's
yo,
really what he do for a
this
living.
nigga really, but this nigga really just said that prostitutes be getting 1099. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking
So
crazy,
he really
yo.
said that.
Yo, yeah, he said that shit. That's nigga
Yeah.
crazy. as shit.
Okay.
Tax,
Yeah.
tax write off on the
Man,
uniforms and
listen,
shit. Gang.
he do
This
prostitute
nigga,
taxes. I'm advertising. That's a commercial. I want prostitutes to know that he represents you too. He not just here for the regular people. He do
Oh, he
prostitutes
really
too.
do that.
Yeah, he
Oh
got it.
shit.
He'll get you right because I know your side hustle is you sell a little on the side. I'm just he'll get you right.
We know you wouldn't make no sales with that, what you working with. But anyway.
Uh,
Damn,
cat, send that
man,
nigga
damn.
to the Cosmos.
we
It's
going
all
on to
right.
the
Send that nigga
next
to the
topic,
Cosmos,
man.
cat.
Huh?
Send that nigga to the Cosmos. Send that nigga to the Cosmos up on the wall.
We going to the. We
She got
going
a
to the
client.
next topic.
She got
And
a
this time
client. She got a client coming right after this podcast over. That's why she got the lights up for the Taylor show. We got
you
Oh,
just
this a
mad
good one,
because
yo. Come on, yo.
you
This
can't
a good
afford
one.
to be here. But go ahead.
This a good
Oh
one.
man, no, it's all right. It's not worth it.
Um, is it okay to date someone that is looking to settle down in a relationship when you are only looking for fun?
If you
As
tell
a girl,
them,
as a okay, go ahead. You got it. You got it
if
first.
you tell them up front what you about, and they still deal with you, that's their choice.
I feel
So it's
like I knew
okay.
that was going to be y'all answer, but we talking about if y'all both said like, okay, I want a relationship, I want something real, and then this person decides like, oh, okay, nah, I really don't want nothing real. I'm just having fun. So we
Then
had the
no.
It's okay.
conversation and we was on the same page, which
Then
is
no.
which is why we proceeded.
No, it's okay
So
still.
that
Because
person
you
lied.
can change it. No,
Yes.
they change their mind.
Because I feel
Like,
like the freedom to
I
change your
changed my
mind,
mind.
the freedom to change your mind is okay. The freedom to change your mind is okay. But I feel like if you're on a fence, you know you're on a fence when you're having these conversations with somebody.
But what if your intention is to do that, and then as time go, you change your mind?
Really though, Woe
This nigga
says not
woke.
okay at
This nigga
all, but
woke
I'm still
crazy.
doing it.
He out
Not okay at
here. He
all,
got
but he's
bitches
still
believing.
doing it. Those are the
He
people
got
that get
bitches
their
believing.
windows busted.
Yeah, see, to me that sounds like all right. This is my thing. I think the quicker, like, okay, let's say we both, me and a young lady, we both feel like, Daniel, this might go somewhere, and for whatever reason I change my mind. I think what makes it bad is how fast I tell her or don't tell her. Like, if we rocking for a couple months and she say, "Girl, I want this to be serious," and I know in my heart of hearts I don't know more, but I keep going along with it because I want to keep fucking, then yeah, that's a problem. But as soon as I feel like, yo, I don't want to do this in this capacity no more, it's all these things that we talk about go into like different topics. Y'all notice that? Because this like something on another one about other topics. But
Cause there's layers to this shit.
yeah, so it's like, yo, if I tell you immediately, yo, I don't want to do this like this no more. What you and now and that point it's up to you. Frank, after that is up to you to, you know what I'm saying, figure out what you're gonna do. That's not bad on that person. But the person that knows what their intent and keep it a secret, yeah, that's terrible.
I feel like some
Is that my
people
man
withhold
Sad
that
Baby Florida?
information when they don't want to lose that person.
Right.
That's when I feel like that's a problem. Like, I'm big on don't take my rights away from me. So if you withholding that because you do not want me to leave, you enjoy my company, you enjoy a good pussy or whatever the case may be, I think that's selfish.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
selfish.
I agree with that.
That's selfish.
I mean, listen. I agree with y'all. I just think that we must remember that in anything, when you dealing with somebody, every day is a different day, and emotions and feelings change. And
No,
you
no,
are, and you
I think
all
we all know. We all know that things are subject to change, and I think that's cool. But if up front, if you lead with, if that's the hand that you lead with, then if you whenever you feel that way, just hey, let that motherfucker know. I mean, because that shit just ain't right, yo.
BRTS said death is coming. You
Yo,
should never be scared of losing anyone. Just to want to keep them. A lot of people say that. A lot of people don't feel that way though. People don't
right.
really be like, oh nah, nigga, I could just duck, I just fucking bust him, or if she change her mind, I'm cool with changing her mind. No, niggas be really heartbroken.
Hey, Fallon,
And
what's
women
up,
be really
shorty?
heartbroken.
and
Right.
listen, and they do. But what we must understand is, yo, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
But
But
And
and
that's
I'm
your
okay with
stance
that,
though.
Evie.
no,
I'm
but that's
okay with
life.
that.
But that's life,
But
though.
when
Like we
people
gotta
lead with
understand.
that, you gotta lead with that. You can't be
No,
like,
I'm not speaking on just on a relationship level. I mean, in life, yo, we ain't, you don't, tomorrow not promised to none of us. So
I'm gonna be here tomorrow, nigga. I gotta work.
the very minute that you feel like, yo, I'm not, yeah, this ain't, I'm out. I'm gone.
That's not what we saying though. You know that,
yeah,
right?
that's not
What you're
But
saying is perfectly fine. If you
right.
feel like, yo, I'm done, I'm done. But we're talking about a person who purposely leads a person on for pussy or dick
Thank
or
you. There,
whatever
there are
whatever
people that
game.
lead people on.
If you feel like, yo, I don't
No.
want to do this no more and I'm out, you're perfectly fine in that. You're perfectly within your right to be like, yo,
oh,
I'm
okay.
done.
No, so I had to get the understanding because I
No,
just
you're
wanted to.
perfect. But if you know for a fact you fucking a girl and she falling in love with you, and you
Mhm.
feel nothing for her, and you just like you don't even tell her like, yo, I don't feel how you feel. You a wild nigga.
Or even if they do say like they mention your feelings. And knowing full and well they still out here playing the field. Like if you want to be single, be single. I feel
But
like people need to live
you know
within
you
their
can do
truth.
that though, right? You know you can do what you just said.
What?
You can match somebody's feelings and still like be matching them over here too. That you're not
Yeah, but that
until
person
you.
that you're matching feelings with had to be on the same page because if I'm giving you 100% attention and I'm saying like, okay, I got rid of my hoes and you still entertaining other hoes, we need to be on the same page because I got hoes too.
Nah, then we need to discuss a relationship. See, a
And,
lot of
and,
times
and
where that sounds wrong, Cat, and I don't want to get it wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. That's exclusivity without the title. So
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you cut,
but you gotta understand that you work to like you driving into a relationship. That means y'all on the same road, y'all on the same path.
yeah.
So you don't start off like, okay, I like you, you like me, let's be in a relationship. No, it's a build up. So the build up is I like this person, we spending time together. Now we're getting exclusive. Now we start dropping people off. Like, okay, you're not talking to nobody, I'm not talking about it. Now we got each other's full attention. And now, later down the road, come to find out, like, you could tell this person get jealous when you talk to other people, whatever. So y'all cut all that out. And then come to find out that this person was deceivingly talking to other people or whatever the case may be. They just not being upfront with what they're doing, what their
they ain't
So
intentions are.
let me ask y'all this then: is that lying to protect their feelings?
No.
is that
That's
line
just
is
lying.
that line because the truth is really not your business?
No, that's just
Yeah,
lying.
like that's the thing. Like, am I
Lying.
lying to you
And
because the truth?
I'm okay with that. Like I'm
No,
okay with that, but at the
that's just
same time,
lying.
I feel like it has to be like when the truth is not your business, the truth is not your business on this type of level, right? Because we going into the next topic, I guess.
Yeah.
But if the truth is not your business, what that means to me is if we're dating other people, I don't need to tell you who I'm dating. I don't need to tell you when I'm going out with that person. I don't even need to tell you if I'm having sex with that person or not. Like that's not your business. But when it becomes your business is if we decide, okay, we're in a relationship. And I
We
love
cutting the fools
simps.
on everybody.
And I love simps. You
Mm.
know why? Because I like people that are in tune with their emotions and that can communicate and that can tell me how they really feel. So I don't know if simps is outside of that, but I thought simps were people that were in touch with their emotions and express their emotions.
Yeah. See, we are on to the next topic. I lie because the truth is really not your business. I'm how I feel about that. I've been on, of course, like I always say, I've been on both sides of that coin. Now in my later years, if we gonna tell the truth, let's just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like it really don't matter the situation. If we gonna lead with honesty, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to like be in your business. Like, I'm not here to like purposely like question you about shit. But if something comes up, just don't lie. Like, yo, we fucking
Yeah, I come up
growing
with some
up,
crazy shit.
huh?
I'm reading these comments. I say y'all come out with some crazy stuff, but okay.
Yeah, I don't just
That
don't
ain't even
lie.
the case over here, but okay.
What happened? Read the comment. What happened?
No,
You can
I'm reading.
control
I'm
the
reading.
broke nigga, but you can't control the man who has his own shit. It's not about controlling anybody. It's about being on the same page with people.
See, all right, Kat. So let me stop you there. I think for a man, and I think when you're ready to be like you have to be ready to be on the same page with a woman. And a lot of times, a lot of men are on a different plane because they just aren't ready to give what they aren't ready to receive. So if you're single, that's your lane. It's nothing wrong with that, fellas. That's your lane. But if you're trying to get to a point where you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to give up something to get something. You can't have it both ways. And and that's just the truth about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know, like, you got to be ready to be like, you know what? Hey, this shit ain't for me. If I'm building something with this person, or if I like this person, that's what it is. And that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? So I think for fellas, it's more of a thing like you got to be ready to indulge in a relationship and be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Um, I don't know. The whole topic of telling somebody a lie because the truth not their business.
I think we done all been on both sides of that coin.
Yeah,
I
we
know
can
I
all be on both sides of that coin.
I
Um,
have.
and and the reason that we say it's telling a lie because the truth not your business, because we've all heard the statement if any omission of the truth is a lie.
Yeah.
So I might not tell you something, but that ain't mean I went out my way to lie to you. I made some shit up. I just ain't tell you because it really wasn't your fucking business. Um, so I said we all have been on that side of the coin, but to kind of touch on what y'all was talking about relationships and making decisions, I believe a majority of relationships in life um, uh, boil down into two things. Single people are either chasing or being chased. And
Okay.
and a lot of people in relationships are in the relationships because they settled for that relationship because they were tired of chasing the person that they really wanted. So they settled for the person that, was there at that moment that they got tired. We spoke about this on the podcast before. Like, when you out chasing what you want and you ain't catch it yet, and then you get tired, and then somebody right there when you get tired, and they get you some water, and let you hit the inhaler real quick. Now that's who you're in a relationship with, because they was there at a convenient time. And I think a lot of relationships are like that.
A lot of them are.
As I've said, we've talked about this before. I'm okay with being by myself until I'm where I want to be. And I'm good with that. So there are a lot of times where I tell people, I didn't tell you the truth because it wasn't your fucking business. Because it wasn't. Well, everything that concerns you don't really concern the person that you're dealing with. Relationship, take no for again. First of all, I appreciate that. That you feel that way, but I don't think there's no men are never unconditionally loved.
Yeah.
All men are loved on condition.
That's
All men are loved.
that's a heavy. That's one for next week. That's a heavy one.
Y'all don't think y'all ever been unconditionally loved?
Not never.
Me neither. But
There's no such thing. And
you gotta
women
be
get on
devil's
here.
advocate though. Y'all don't think y'all been unconditionally loved?
Good, but since we not gonna lie, and men has never been unconditionally loved.
No, I agree. I agree. I don't think I've ever been unconditionally loved. I think I've been told, but I think that the moment I do something somebody don't like is just like, or
Terms and conditions come in like you got to read the fine print.
No man
yeah,
is unconditionally loved. I will
yeah.
repeat this again for the person who say it just because it's not that I haven't experienced it. No man is unconditionally loved. Women's love from the beginning to now to the end, will always come with conditions.
BRTS says that's a fact. Conditional or unconditional love dissipates after you leave the care of your mother, who is your earth. I believe my mother even loved me with conditions, BRTS.
All
So
parents love you. Parents love
I
with
don't, you know what
conditions.
I'm saying?
Like
Like, honestly.
parents love come with conditions too. Because as long as you're doing what they want you to do, they love you unconditionally. But the minute that you veer off and do your own thing, a parent's love for you changes. They don't treat you the same. So
Yeah.
there is no such thing as listen, we as men, I promise you this, men are the only people that love unconditionally.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Ah,
Hey, time out though. Quick time out. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we got our unlimited back. So shout out to motherfucking Instagram for letting real
Mark
niggas rock. You
Zuckerberg.
understand what I'm saying?
Mark Zuckerberg, Shorty.
Yeah.
Bitch, we back. What they talking about? Now
Yeah.
let's not
So it was
offend them
fuck
no
y'all
more.
until
Hey,
y'all
hey,
did it.
You know
hey.
what? You know what it is.
Relax.
He got somebody different on the night shift, and they ain't know when to cut us off.
Bitch ass niggas. Fucking Mark
Hey,
Zuckerberg and
hey,
all
hey.
bitch ass.
See, this is what
All
I'm
right,
trying to
all right,
say.
you right.
This
My
how
fault.
we see
My
what
fault.
happened when I
My
told you.
fault.
I told you chill on him, and we
My
got
bad.
us back. Now
I
you,
apologize. I
but
apologize. I apologize. Yeah. So, that goes into Kat. You are awfully quiet. Did you want to answer the question?
What was the question again?
Lying because the truth ain't really none of your business.
Nah, I think that
she
I'm
ain't
the one
saying
that
shit for
segued
10 minutes.
into it. So yeah, nah.
Oh, okay. Next topic. If
EB
I
live
tell the
from
truth,
jail.
if I tell,
Listen,
if
this
I
do
tell
look
the
like the
truth,
little
are you
inmate
going
shit,
to
right?
leave?
Yeah.
This do look like the inmate shit, but
If I tell the truth, are you going to leave?
that with that
It
unconditional love thing.
depends. Like, so it depends.
No,
Like
Moment of
sometimes
transparency.
I appreciate the truth, but it depends on how hard you went. Like sometimes like it's factors. Like, did you consider me at all?
No, I didn't consider you. Moment of transparency. And I'm not even gonna get all the way into it. So look, I was dealing with a young lady at one point in time in my life. Um, and I told her the truth. And I'm not even gonna get into what it was, but she definitely ain't wanna hear it. I tell you that day, after I told her the truth, I even gave her the option to leave. Like, hey, shit was bad. It was real bad. It was real egregious. We was in a relationship for some years. I stepped out on her and I said, hey, this is what it is. And I'm just telling you, not as a courtesy. I'm telling you because I don't even want to hold on to this shit no more. Because you know what? I fucked up and you got to make a decision. If you want to stay or you want to go. And she stayed for a while. She probably hated me for a while too. Um, but she stayed for a while. Um, and she stayed long enough probably to get some get back. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, it was just like, yo, you should just go because what I don't want to do is hate you. So I think you should leave so I don't. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell the truth, would you leave? I'm gonna be honest. Just go. That way, I ain't even got to deal with that aspect of
Here's
it.
a question: are you telling the truth because you want that person to leave?
No, I told the truth because I didn't want
No,
to.
I mean I'm
Like,
not speaking in that instance, but just in speaking in the realm of the topic. Sometimes I feel like people are telling the truth because they kind of want the person to leave.
you know what? You know what? Sometimes I feel this way too, yo. Um, Another moment of transparency. Different woman, right? Um, you tell the truth because these motherfuckers just don't think that you can tell the truth. And hey, you know what? If I tell the truth, are you gonna leave? No. You still fuck with me. Why you keep thinking that I'm out here doing what you think that I'm doing and I'm not doing it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you sit back and you get all in your head and you going crazy. I might not even be doing anything, but if you think I'm doing it, I'm doing it. So the truth is, if I go out here and do it, is it gonna make you leave? No.
Well,
Then you gotta make a choice. You gotta either think that I'm doing that and leave, or not think I'm doing it and stay.
in the words of my uncle Joey, I'll stop lying to you once you start believing me.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was for me. You quiet again.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
You quiet.
I'm sorry. That's a good
There you
bar.
go.
Yeah,
That's a good bar.
and as I said,
Cat,
my
where
uncle
you
Joey.
at, shorty?
I don't agree with that shit.
You wanna agree with what?
I stop lying to you when you start believing me. Um,
No,
give me the
no,
Do
truth
you know what
from
he
the
listen,
mean when he
jump.
say that?
no, listen. Yeah, I
Like,
don't think you understood it.
is that the one where like they keep accusing the person and like they've been telling the
No,
truth the
just
whole time?
what I'm saying is,
See,
I can't lie to you if you believe. Like if I tell you the truth and you still feel like I'm lying to you, then I'm always
I'm
gonna be
always
lying
gonna
to
be a
you.
liar.
I'm always gonna be
Oh,
lying.
okay.
Always gonna be a liar.
So
And
I'll
cat
stop lying to you once you start believing me.
and cat in my situation, a lot of times, 8, 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna make up a lie on myself to appease your insecurities. I can't do that. So if I tell you that maybe I should have just went out there and did what you thought I was doing, maybe it'll make you feel better about it. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Because you just had trust issues. Now where they came from, they were long before I came here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry that it was that way for you,
What
but
is
huh?
what?
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about relationships that start off healthy? Because it seems like these relationships that y'all be like bringing up be like unhealthy, and it just unhealthy after unhealthy after unhealthy.
All right.
Example,
So
I'm talking about two individuals who started out good. Something went left. Let's say the more typical thing, you find out something, like the woman finds out something and she confronts you. At that time, are you withholding the truth because you don't want her to leave? Or you're like, you know what,
no,
fuck it, you caught me. This
no,
is what it is. And then she decides, okay, I'm staying. Are you going to resent her for staying? Or are you going to look at her and be like, so when you going to cheat
no,
back? Are you going to
no,
now have the insecurities?
no. This
Some people
relationship
will.
started. This
Yeah,
relationship
I
started.
know.
This this particular relationship that I'm speaking of. This is when I found out that you had these trust issues, like these deeply rooted trust issues. Like you might know that a motherfucker got trust issues, you just don't know how deep they go. And then when you start to find out that, hey, you know, if something minor happens and these motherfuckers trying to go through your phone or they popping up at your house and they sitting out in front of your house, they doing all this shit, all this wild ass shit. I didn't bring about that issue. You had that in you. Like, and that's the type of shit,
That's what
and
I'm
that's the
talking
type of shit.
about. I said two unhealthy, like that's a person you're in a relationship with an unhealthy person at this point.
Right, right. But I'm just finding out how deep it is because now I'm seeing this other side.
But what we
You
must
know what I'm
do,
saying?
what we also must do is also we must remember that we, even though we may not feel that way, we must own the behavior that we exhibit that triggers that unhealthiness in them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
no, a lot of
It's
times
a
what we don't,
accountability thing.
yeah, sometimes what we don't do is acknowledge the behavior that we exhibited that caused that. Um, and we do sometimes. I believe that in all
I agree.
relationships,
No, I agree with that.
I believe in all relationships. Um, one of the things people don't understand is the things that they do to trigger their partner. The same thing that you know what you recognize the things that you do to make them feel good, or as y'all said, the foreplay that you said sex was mental. So the same way you mentally stimulate them, we also got to realize the things that we do to mentally trigger them as well.
Or
Hmm.
mentally and emotionally tear them down.
Yeah, yeah, and that
Yes,
too.
but you know
See,
what?
now see,
Also, what people don't take advantage of. You know how some people are uncomfortable saying lick right there, kiss right there. You need to also be able to be boisterous about your triggers because
absolutely,
some people
Yeah.
might not know
absolutely.
their
Yeah.
triggers. Like it was one instance where I was dealing with a guy and he seen something in my phone that meant nothing to me at the time, but
Mm-hmm.
because he seen it and that was a trigger for him, he shut down. And I spent
Yeah,
so much time
yeah,
trying to figure out how important this was to him. And he was not
right,
being forthcoming with how that
right.
made him feel because we could have addressed it. And then I
And remember,
could
you ain't going
have,
from
yes, and I could have, gave him some reassurance that that's
it.
not
Mm-hmm.
current, like it's not what you think. And, really
Yeah.
helped him understand what he seen. But he took
Mm-hmm.
that away from me. Like I said, that part a couple parts ago. Like I'm really big on having conversations. Like if something
Right.
is bothering you, please give me an opportunity to talk it out with you because I want this to work. If I'm in a relationship with you, I'm not doing this because I was bored. I see longevity with us. So
Yeah.
I want you to tell me those uncomfortable conversations. I feel like
Yep.
that's the best relationship when you can get through the tough shit.
I want to
Yep.
have every uncomfortable conversation there is.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I want to have everyone, even the ones that I kind of like used to shy away from. I want to have
Hmm.
every uncomfortable conversation there is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Like
I
grow
just feel
me.
like the more uncomfortable, the better. Because
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
all information. So
Because you got to learn to love. You got to learn to love to be uncomfortable.
yeah,
Yes.
and I want more
Mm-hmm.
men to be open about how much they need reassurance.
Yes,
Yeah.
that part. Because,
Yeah,
like, I think that some men hold so much inside because they don't want to seem like they weak or, I don't care. I can get somebody else to replace her. Then they start looking at other women, thinking about cheating and all that stuff. When really and truly, you really fuck with this lady. Like, give her an opportunity. Like, you were attracted to her to make her your lady. So keep her your
So
lady.
it's funny that you say that. So look, because I'm a super extrovert, right? Like I'm super social, right? And the way that I thought that I could combat the problem was to bring you around while I'm being super social with this particular woman, right? And I always caught the third degree about anybody that she felt like was that I dealt with, or like she would just ask all kinds of random questions, and I'm like, yo, nah, it was never that between me and this person. Like, like you asking the questions, and I appreciate you asking the questions. However, it can't always be everybody. At some point, you got to start on your end trusting me,
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
because at some point I'm still me.
Right.
And I'm still around you, and I'm still doing everything for you that I've been doing. You gotta start trusting me. So if I'm telling you, hey, I'm letting you in on my side, and this is the side that you got a problem with, and I'm letting you in on it, I need you to meet me halfway. And if you
Mm-hmm.
can't meet me halfway, we got a problem here. The
Right.
disconnect is there. You
Yep.
can't think that I'm out here fucking everybody or doing everything to everybody else when the truth is I'm not doing it to these
Right.
motherfuckers. And then when you tell me answers like, well, I just don't trust. Like, you're okay with thinking that.
Or they be like,
And
you
That's
know, you
not that
can
they
hear
don't
this.
trust.
Like, oh, I
You
trust
know
you,
what?
but I don't trust them bitches.
No,
No, that's the same
I don't got
thing.
nothing to do with them bitches.
it's
I'm
not
still
that.
me.
That's a lie. I'm gonna point out that trigger. Do you know what that trigger is? That trigger is a physical insecurity in her that she feels like that woman is more attractive than she is, and she feels inferior to her. So she has an issue with you being around a woman that she's physically intimidated or threatened by her looks.
Now,
It
now,
could
I'm
be
gonna tell you what.
mental too.
Now,
Cause you can
can I
see
tell
your
y'all
man,
something that's crazy?
you can see your man being stimulated mentally by another woman too. They're just as dangerous and women see that.
They even
So
more dangerous.
it basically at the end of the day, it depends on how important mental is to you though. So at the end of the day, if a woman senses that my man is attracted to this woman, then it comes out in an insecure way. But here's my thing. If I'm with a man, I know there are other attractive women. I can acknowledge that there are other smart women. I can acknowledge there are other mentally stimulating women. You understand what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
think that my man is going to jump ship every time one comes around. Because if that's the case, I'm going to jump ship every time I see my type come around. And if
Right.
that's what you think, like, yo, like you have no trust, period. So I don't think you should be in a relationship when every time somebody comes around that is your man type, you get insecure. Like, for instance, I was out with the guy I was really interested in or whatever. He told me his type before me. He was like, you know, my type has always been tall, slim, dark skin. We seen a beautiful, tall, dark skinned model-esque chick walk past, and I looked at him and I looked at her. I said, "That's your type, thing." He said, "How you know?" I said, "I remember. You told me." You know what I mean? I said, "I don't have
Yeah.
a problem with you looking." I said, "You can look, but don't touch." Like, I'm cool. She's beautiful. Like,
Right.
I'm not threatened by anybody because I'm secure within myself. If a
Right.
nigga jump ship, that's his choice. I'm never gonna take
That's his
nobody's choice
choice.
away. If that's
Right.
what you want to do at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to recover. I'm gonna have to get over a nigga. I'm gonna have to understand what made him do it so easily. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be insecure and be like, "Oh, don't look, don't go around her, don't talk to them. You can't go there without me." No, that's corny.
Yeah, that
I
shit
don't
crazy.
want no nigga I
That shit
got
crazy.
control. I'm sorry.
Right. And you know what? And the thing is, don't no nigga want to be controlled in that manner. I don't want to be controlled like that. Look, like, let
Like
me be free to be me.
I want to know my man loves me and loyal to me
Yeah.
by his own choice. That's what makes it so much better. If I'm forcing you to be faithful to me, you're no good to me. I'm sorry. Like, that's tacky. I can't trust it. That's when you don't have trust. You know, force this man, you better call me, you better check in, you better come in the house at a certain time. All that stuff is controlling. I say, yo,
Yeah.
I
I
wish
don't
a
like
nigga
that.
would tell me to come in the house at a certain time. And if I don't come in at a certain time, he gonna be like, "Oh, bitch, you can't stay over here no more. Get your shit and go." Or I pull up and my shit outside. That's what we be doing to niggas though. That's not right. That's controlling.
You know, I appreciate you saying that. You know what I appreciate you saying the most about that shit is the fact that you know what both sides do it, and it's not right on either side.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you
It's
need to
not.
be able to trust your person and
Yeah.
set your boundaries in the beginning so it's not a shock. If I come in the house at a certain time, is that a trigger for you? Let me know so then I know how I
Yeah.
want to move. And if it's too much for me, I'm gonna tell you I'm not coming in the house when you want me to come in the house. Now I might not be your person. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
you gotta find a person that's okay with your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to
Absolutely.
change people into what you want them to be. Don't
Yeah.
change me. Like, that's when you're
Ev
gonna get
say
the
that.
most
Ev say that
resistance.
all the time. Shout out to Ev for saying that. He said that in the man
Yeah.
thing
He
all
do.
the time.
He
Yeah,
do.
like, don't try to change me. That's when you're gonna get the most resistance from me. And that's why when we
Yeah.
were talking about being single until you find what you want, that's why I'm okay with being single till I find what I want, because boundaries are so important to me. Communication is so important to me. And I feel like those are the things that people don't value the most, like, before. So I'm okay with waiting until that is met on every level. I'm sorry.
And,
I don't
and
care
look
how
and look
attractive you are.
and look and just like you okay with being single. I'm okay with being out the market because you know what? We sat down and we set the boundaries and we abide by them motherfuckers. Like, don't nobody go out the way to make nobody mad. Don't nobody do
Yeah.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to know that you're ready for that. Like, I told myself, like, yo, if I'm ever afforded an opportunity to be different than what I am, I'm gonna be different. But that change had to come in me for the things that I was doing wrong. When that shit got out the way, I was good. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I was good. And now I love not having the problems that I used to have. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
very
I love
it
not
it
having.
hits different because the things that
Yeah.
we argue about, 9 times out of 10, somebody was trying to control something, and then the other person
Yeah.
end up lying to keep that person around. No, be with somebody who understand you and allow you to be
Mm-hmm.
you, and you allow them to be
Yeah.
them, and y'all come together
Yeah.
and make some magic happen. Life hard
Fuck
enough
yeah.
as it is.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
As I always say, ladies and gentlemen, be with who you want to be with, not who you can be with.
Who you have to be. Yep. And look.
Jill Scott don't have my phone number. But can somebody give Jill Scott my phone number?
You can give Jill
Mm-mm.
Can you
Scott
give us
your
some
phone
crown
number.
roll tonight?
No, you just, you
She
just
just shot. Her DMs are wide open.
I don't
listen.
jump in DMs.
And
That's
and
underrated.
and we can call people from these DMs now. Fuck
Oh,
is
you
you
want?
talking about?
We could call Jill Scott.
You could go right in Joe Scott DM and press the little video
That's
thing, and it'll
weirdo
call.
shit. That's weirdo shit.
It is weirdo shit, but it can be done.
That's weirdo shit. Hi Jill, how you doing, Jill? You know what I'm saying?
Look.
You know.
Your hands on the hips bring her right next to
Yeah.
you.
So if that's all, because that was a deep dive. We dove right in 14 feet on that
Yeah,
topic.
and we
Yeah,
needed that. We needed that.
We going to the next one.
let's go.
Uh,
Mm.
the who, what, when, where, how, and why on taking advice. Who do you take advice from? Why do you take advice from them? And then on the other hand, who do you like not take advice from? Like, man, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Cat.
Call her ISO.
ISO.
ISO. Clear the floor.
So I take advice from people who I respect. I respect their outcomes and their life and their choices that they make. Who I'm not taking advice from is people who I don't want my shit to look like theirs. You get what I'm saying? I'll listen,
Facts.
but I ain't taking it. I'm not ingesting it. You know what I mean? Or I'll give them lighter topics. You get what I'm saying? I got people who
You
I
got
call
levels
for
to it.
deep shit, and I
You got
got
levels to it.
people, yes, and I got people who I call for surface shit. You know what I mean? So the who, what, when, where, why, who, the people I respect, they're I know that they have my best interest at heart. Like I know they not saying shit with underlying hate. You know what I mean?
Can you say that for the people in the back again?
The people that have my best interest at heart, and I know they don't
Stop.
have
Stop.
underlying hate.
That part right there is it. See, I feel like I got a team of niggas that I take advice from. Two of these niggas is right here, right? I believe you got to have a no man on your team at all times. Because when you feel like you want to do some goofy ass shit, you in your feelings. D, you gotta have a motherfucker that's gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. What the fuck is wrong with you? You got to have that person. Yo, what is wrong with you and doing the dumb shit that you doing? Case in point, right? My man Evie Newman. I'm gonna take it back when we was younger. I had a problem with a nigga at one time, right? Nigga pulled up on me. He went to go get some niggas to bank me, right? I came home, back down to the village, right? Went in the house, grabbed some shit out the house. This nigga said, yo, Why are you going back into the situation when you out of it? I never forget it, right? I never forget it. And I looked at him crazy for him saying that, but now as a grown ass man, he was right.
I made it
Why would
home.
I ever do? I was already out the
I was
situation.
home.
I was in the clear. The nigga said, "Why are you going back into the hot zone when you're in the cool one?" You know why? Because I was in my own head. And what's crazy is when that nigga stood on the porch. He stood on the porch like Doughboy, like as I drove off, went and grabbed my shit, and went back up there into the hot shit. And we was motherfucking 17, 18, 19 years old then.
And the crazy part is, I didn't tell him not to go back up there because I didn't want him to go back up there. I wanted to go back up there. He know I'm the friend that's with the shit every fucking time. Like, but if we go back up there, can't claim self-defense. Bitch, I came back.
Nope.
Like,
I
I
came back
always like to give myself an out in every situation.
premeditated. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm a bit of a hothead, and I might be a little bit different now in my older age. However, when you look back at situations like that where a nigga was like, "Yo, why the fuck did you do that?" It's nothing that you can say looking at the situation now like, "Yeah, yo, I was dumb as shit for doing that shit." You know what I'm saying? And then so many situations like that follow you through life like, "Yo, you know what? I shouldn't have did that dumb ass shit." Like you got to be that person to start thinking sound about yourself. But when you got a team of no niggas that, hey, boy, you stupid for doing whatever it is that you about to do, or boy, you smart for doing whatever it is that you about to do. You got to have them niggas that's not afraid to tell you when you fucking up.
Yeah.
And women, ladies, if
That
you out
part.
here fucking up, you got to have that motherfucker. You got to have a team of motherfucking women that send it shit to the cosmos. You got to have a team of motherfuckers that's not out here, that's not afraid to tell you that you fucking up. I don't care if you feel attacked by your own indiscretions. Look, if a motherfucker out here telling you that you wrong, listen to them and listen to why they telling you wrong. Cause you really might be wrong. No matter how you try to defend some shit, how you try to do some shit, you might be wrong. Don't feel attacked by them, but don't feel attacked by the move. Think about what they saying and be like, you know what? I might be wrong by that shit.
I might be wrong.
And the conversation got to come with yourself. You got to talk to yourself about it before you tell anybody else. Like, I mean, because I done had conversations with both of these men on here, and I'd have been wrong about a lot of shit. And whether I admitted it then or admit it now, my nigga, I was wrong about some shit. So you know what? Y'all niggas right about it. Cool. Let me think about it and let me unfuck myself, because at the end of the day, this is what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like I got it. Like I got this. This is what I got my no team for. Iron sharpens iron and men sharpen men. So you know what? These are my sharpeners right here. They're telling me, hey, boy, you wrong as two left shoes for that dumb ass shit. And I'm gonna let you live with that, but you wrong. Holler at me tomorrow when you're not mad no more. I'm cool with that.
And most
Um,
importantly, one of the most important things about having no men, you also need your no men to tell you when you right too.
Yes.
Because sometimes you may be talking to a person and a person try to make you feel guilty for how you think.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A person may make you feel like, no, that's wrong because they aren't bold enough to do it or think or feel that way. And you need
Right.
somebody that you trust that you can go to and say, yo, I felt like this. Am I wrong?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Am I bugging? Like I do that all the time,
Mm-hmm.
especially with these niggas. I call Evie will tell you, cousin tell you, I call you all hours of the day. I gotta call even yo, you sleep. If you sleep, my bad. I didn't want nothing. It's not important. You understand what I'm saying? And I just because I need to know, and not because I'm unsure of myself, because I think that's the biggest misconception too. The meeting of the minds or the people that you trust in your circle isn't because you're unsure of yourself, but growth is never stop learning. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times people see things better from the outside looking in, and I need you to see that. Yo, you know the situation, you know what's going on. You know it could be something, you know me and Shorty, whatever, you know what we doing. What you think? Because you're on the outside, and a lot of times when you in the game, it's like coaching. The best basketball coaches was the niggas on the bench in their career. You understand what I'm saying? The niggas who were good at basketball sucked at anything after basketball after they finished playing because they weren't able to watch enough. They too busy in the thick of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't watch and you can't watch it and be great at the same time. You either be great at it or watch a motherfucker be great at it. You know what I'm saying? So as much as you want to get a motherfucker that says you wrong, you make sure those same motherfuckers, you go to them to see if you right. And shout out to my circle because it's a group of y'all two included. I just call when I don't like something or feel away. I just be like, yo, what y'all think? And y'all knock me on my ass when I'm wrong and fucking praise me when I'm right. So shout out to
I
y'all.
jump out the
And
motherfucker.
everybody involved.
I jump out the roof. When you wrong, a nigga, I jump out the roof right on top of your motherfucking shoulder.
That's a fact.
I don't jump on your head because you gonna die. But if I put this 260 on your shoulder, you gonna know that I was there.
That's a fact. Evie?
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Talk to us.
Bitch, you ain't the only one that ain't said nothing.
No, I mean, cause y'all was cooking, so I didn't wanna.
So now you got the spatula, nigga.
my stance is basically what y'all said. Like mine's, I just need my people, my who, what, when, why, whys. Anybody who will tell me the truth, just lie to me. Don't lie to me about nothing. You ain't got sugarcoat shit for me, cause you know I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit for you.
Yeah.
Yo, this is what I'm doing. This how I'm living. Fuck you think about it. You know, I talk to my friends all the time. And I feel like yo, we can't be friends if I can't really tell you about yourself and you can't tell me about myself. And I feel like we're not really friends. I feel like if I can't tell you like, yo, I don't like what you're doing.
That's my favorite thing about EV. I don't mean to cut you off because I know you've been quiet. But that's my favorite thing about you. You just be like, yo, Daryl, you are fucking bugging.
You feel me? Like,
and I be like, no, yo, for real? You be like, yeah, yo, you wrong as shit. And don't get me wrong, cuz do it too. But you be like, yo, nah, yo, that's crazy.
Because one thing, like it's my gift and my curse is that I'm real blunt. Like I don't know how to tell you the nice way that what you just said to me is stupid as fuck. I'm gonna just be like,
yeah.
So
I need that, me personally, because I'm an overthinker, and I overthink so bad. I'm gonna create the scenario in my head, and I'm gonna live
before it actually happens.
I'm gonna live based off that. If you don't communicate, yo, if I gotta figure it out in my head, I've already figured it out. So whereas though you the worst person in the world, and you the fucking did this and did that, and you really ain't did nothing because you won't communicate it. So when I go to these niggas with my theory, their niggas be like, what? What the fuck? Daryl, that did not happen. Like that. Not only is that not happening, it won't happen. And I'm like, nah, yo, because he not saying nothing or she not saying nothing or whatever I go to these niggas.
You leaving me too much room to think. Don't leave me no room to think. Yo,
no,
so when I go to my team, I be like, yo, how this shit sound? And you tell me if I'm tripping. Like that's how I'm hitting it. That's how I'm starting it off. And then once I say, what the facts are, and I be like, so this is why I think what I think. They be like, nah, okay, you overthinking it. Like, maybe it's just this, or like, nah, chill out, relax. Like you doing too much right now. I'm like, I'm doing too much. Yeah, you doing too much. Damn, you caught me. All
Yeah,
right, all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah,
But I love that I got my
yeah.
friends that can do that, because you got bitches
Yeah.
who want to see you down bad so bad. They gonna rock what you be like, yeah, yo, yeah, you right. Whole time just because they want to see some shit stirred up. They don't want to see a bitch happy. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying?
Is
They
that
don't
dirty
want to see
macking?
some shit that's dirty
We
macking.
talked about that.
They
We
don't
Yeah,
want
That's
to
paused it.
dirty
see.
mac.
that's dirty
They
Mac.
don't want to see
That's
you.
dirty
You know what
mac.
I mean? Like
That's
figure this
second
shit
degree
out.
though.
I feel
Second
like
degree
You
the
gotta
murder.
get them
advice,
bitches out
the
stripping.
advice that I give when I talk to my homegirls, I could very, very wholeheartedly not fuck with that nigga. But I'd be like, that's not my nigga. Like, that's not a nigga I would choose, but I can see you really fuck with this nigga. You get what I'm saying? So if we're going to be in the thick of this shit, okay, how can we live in this shit comfortably? Like, how can we have the most healthy outcome out of this fucked up, this fucked up scenario? You get what I'm saying? So I started giving advice based off of that. So for me, I want to see you happy, but I don't want to see you fuck yourself up. But if you determined to stay in that shit, all right, cool. I can't tell you in the leave. I'd be like, cause you're gonna get tired. But in the interim, let's be a little bit more comfortable in this situation. Don't lose everything in the process, because it's very easy to
I
do
ain't
so
that
when you're
friend.
making poor decisions. You get what I'm
I
saying?
ain't that
I
friend.
mean, like, I see the foresight, and I'm like, yo, from my experience and my wisdom, I don't agree with this shit, and these are the outcomes that you can have. But if you're going to do this, let's start here. You know what I mean?
I wish I could be that friend.
Y'all see my babies? Y'all see my babies?
I see. But I wish I could be that friend.
Shout out to my
If
babies.
I feel like that shit ain't good for you, all my advice is how not to be with that person.
Yeah, nah, because you know what?
It's
My
the
judgment is not
devil.
always the best,
No,
right?
no. But
No,
he
because
right though.
I used to give advice like that, and I'd be like, yo, at the end of the day, my advice has not always been the best, because the people that I'd be like, get away from, they actually got their shit together. They turn around, because not everybody is a fuck up forever. Some people
No,
learn from
no,
their
and listen,
mistakes.
and I
So
respect that. But
when we see people doing shit fucked up to our friends, I'd be like, you know what? If you're going to stay with them and you want to see, because it could go either way sometimes. Just because my experience has been bad doesn't mean that your experience is going to end
Brown
the same exact
3614, what's
way
up?
that mine ended. So here's the
Me and
thing.
Nolan, what's up?
I'd be like, it could be a different outcome. So if you're going to stay in it to possibly see where it go, all right, boom. Let's control what you can control. You can control yourself. You can't
yeah,
control the
see,
Yes.
other person.
it's not because of my personal things that I tell him. No, see, I'm a firm believer in advising uh happiness. And I'm real good with telling somebody, no, you content. Being content and being happy are two different things.
Two different things, baby.
It is two
And
different things.
and
What's up, Big
so
But I
Papa?
as a
feel like somebody,
I'm that friend. I'm that friend that's not gonna let you be content. You can be content on your own. That's you already content. So I'm here. I'm your uncomfortable friend. I'm your uncomfortable friend to have the uncomfortable conversation with you
You're the
to
friend
say,
that's here to say, yo, I support you. If this is what you're gonna do, I'm rocking you rolling. But just be mindful that you can do better.
yeah.
yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying?
But
Be
OG,
and
mindful.
I'm gonna
that's what
remind you.
I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
remind you
So
casually.
that's where I'm coming from with it. I'm not saying like be content. I'm just saying I support it. I'm more worried about
Oh, well, I
I
you.
don't
don't
even
agree with
support it. I
I'm
don't
more
even
worried
support
about
it.
you as a person. That's what
Right.
I
No, I
meant.
don't even
Right.
support it. That's why I
See,
told you. I said you a
But
good
you know
friend.
what?
I
You
don't
know
even
why?
support.
Because sometimes a person can resent you from not seeing it from their point of view. They could be like, you know what? You're not getting it. It's because now it's about your personal feelings. If that person feels strongly about staying with that person, then obviously they see something that you possibly can't see all the time. You're not
And
with
I
that
feel
person.
and I feel strongly that you shouldn't be with that person.
But see,
And if
I
you resent
always
But
me,
I should be
bye.
able to talk to you about that person and just talk
You
through
can.
certain things
And
without
I'm
you
a and
saying leave
listen,
that
but
person
don't
or
but
everything
don't
leads
talk
to
to
leave
me
that
unless you
person.
want to hear me tell you the truth. I ain't the
That's
one
your truth.
to but
that's
that's
your
the
truth.
thing.
That doesn't
Yeah,
mean it's truth. That's just
yeah.
That's
if you
your
take
That's
truth.
that's your
so
truth.
that's what I'm saying. So a lot of times my friends will not talk to me about certain stuff because they know what my response is going to be.
That's what I'm
I
saying. So
think
like
that
you know how when parents, if you can't talk to them about something that they're going to agree with, then you can't talk to them. I think that parenting style is the worst. Like I should be able to talk to you about anything. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And my
yeah.
parents should be able to guide me and be like, you know what, daughter, like I don't agree with what you're doing, but if we're going to do this, this is what I need you to do. These are the factors that I need you to consider.
Right.
I
Right.
want to be that friend that you talk to all the time, uncomfortable, comfortable, whatever. So don't not tell me certain shit because guess what? When people start making decisions about it, people end up taking their own life and shit like that because they ain't had nobody to talk to because everybody told them to leave that person. So
That's a
now it's
fact.
like, oh, I can't talk to nobody
That's a
because
fact.
you know what I mean?
That's a
Like,
great
yo, they
fucking
got me
point,
feeling
yo.
fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So I try to leave the door open, like, all right, come on, let's have this conversation. I know it's
That's a
uncomfortable, but
that's a great
you know what I
fucking
mean?
point, yo. That's a great
You know
fucking
what?
point.
You have that is a great point,
That's a
and
great point.
I hate that I can't ever be that friend because in the middle of you telling me, I'm gonna be like, "And we still talking about this person?" You know, it's like the
Uh-huh.
16th time you done
But see,
told me.
that's not. But see, at the end of the, in some weird way, I get your angle, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not being a good friend sometimes.
Listen,
Right, because
so
you
listen,
gotta
and
see
I
it through. Like
understand.
you gotta see it
I
through, my
told
boy.
y'all,
You gotta see it through.
I wish I could be that friend. I have tried.
All
It,
right, so
it,
what if your friend not here today or tomorrow because they took their life because they couldn't talk to you, and then you be like, damn, yo, why you ain't
that's
talk to
not
me? That's
why
what you
they
gonna
took
say
their
on
life because
that
they couldn't
grave?
talk to me. No,
That's what people. That's what
we
people
not
did.
ready to do that. That
That's
ain't
what
why they
people
took their
did.
life. No, they took their life
Ev.
because they took their life. They ain't take their life because they couldn't
All
talk to
right,
me.
okay, okay.
You got you Evie. I get what you're saying, but you also have to see the other side, yo.
No,
If I
I
if
see.
listen to what I'm saying, if I hold you in high regard
Uh-huh.
and the things that you say mean something to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I come to you, and the first 3 times I came to you, you did what you said, or whatever, and you made me feel uncomfortable about coming to you, but you are the most important person I want to talk to, yo, you could very well be responsible for somebody taking their own life. It's very unlikely that you are the number one contributor, but
Right.
you can in fact be the person that makes me go, yo, I can't talk to EV. I'm fucked up out here. And this shit just building and
I
building and
mean, you
building and
can.
building.
I don't know. You can talk to me. I always tell people that I'm the friend that you can always talk to. But tell me before we start talking, Evie. Don't tell me. And y'all can vote for this. Please don't tell me. I know what you will say. I just need you to listen. And then I'll be like, oh, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna listen to you. Let
But
you get
that's
your
just
shit
as
I'm that
off.
friend.
bad. Y'all don't understand. Like that's just as bad. And I'm gonna tell you why I know it's just that bad because I've been that friend. And what ends up happening, you start to notice that people withhold information from you. Like, damn, why you ain't tell me? Oh, because I knew you was gonna get on me, or I knew that. And you be like, you know what?
Yep.
I
And
know what
EV,
that
you
felt
do
like,
that. And
and
EV,
I know what
you
that
do that.
felt like when that happened to me. So I'm like, yo, I don't
Listen.
like that feeling. So let me
And
not
what
be
do I
that
tell
person.
y'all every time that has happened? I know why people don't tell me shit. I don't really feel a way. I just know that they not gonna fucking tell me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because I'm going to be the friend to tell you, listen, I love you so much. This is what it is.
So I'm gonna say this, and then we should go to the next topic. But just think about this. when you go that hard and you be like, if you don't listen to me and you don't leave that person, because that's essentially what you're trying to get them to do, that means that your way is always right. That means that you're being judgmental. And so you got to let people learn their lessons on their own. You got to let people go through their emotions on their own. And they eventually probably see things your way and eventually part from that person. But that's what that gives off. So it's like, just be mindful of, yes, you may not think that your way is always right, but that's how it's perceived. And that's how it feels being on the receiving end.
That's your job as a friend, is being mindful.
Listen,
That's your job as a
and
friend.
I do, and I try to be as mindful as I can. But let me say this: I'm not the. When I say that I remind you, I'm the friend. I don't be like, oh, yo, if you don't leave them, then you're not doing the right thing. I'm gonna. That's not gonna come out like that. I know what you're gonna say. I was trying to ignore it, but go ahead.
What the fuck is you doing, yo?
I'm about to jerk some chicken. Pause.
Molesting that chicken.
Hey,
Well, this
Yo,
is
I set the phone up, yo. Look,
Hey,
look,
yo.
y'all was
this how.
to it.
Yo, listen,
I
we
said,
gonna
yo,
be.
I'm about to make this
We gonna be.
motherfucker jerk
They gonna
chicken,
fuck
yo.
around. And they gonna take our unlimited away
they
because
gonna
this
take
nigga
out
is on here.
unlimited back because he just killed an animal. Like,
It
look,
was
you
already
know
dead.
what I'm saying? This nigga just killed a live chicken or a live.
It was already dead.
Hey, yo. I'm sorry. Fuck. Yo, we moving on to the next topic, yo. And then I gotta go use the lavatory. Is it fair to keep a baby that a man said he did not want to keep?
Not y'all gonna do that at the end.
It
No.
fair to who?
Is it fair to the man? Like, so you said you found out Shorty was pregnant, and
Mm-hmm.
and she like, EB, like, we about to have a baby, and you're like, whoa, hold on, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Ain't nobody say I wanted to have a baby right now. I'm gonna need you to go to the clinic.
Well,
You're like, hell no, I don't
let
know.
me
I'm keeping this
moment of
baby.
transparency. The other DB can vouch for this. When I was young, and I said this on the call before, when I was young, I was very adamant with women about, listen, do you want my 175 before your appointment or after? Because I didn't want to have kids with them. And I was very upfront, like, before we even had relations. I'm telling you, listen, I ain't trying to kids, so if you get pregnant, I'm gonna need you to, handle that.
So what if she goes
Um,
through with it?
what if she go through with it? I mean, I would have just had to be a man to take care of my fucking kid.
If somebody be like, I don't want to have kids, and then you be like, okay, she's having a baby, you're going to take care of that kid.
Yeah, because it just ain't in my nature to be one of them lame ass niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, it's your part too. Like, you can
yeah,
take
because
care of it. But
I could
I
have
do
strapped
feel
up. I
like,
could have pulled out. I could have did something.
why you going in the chick raw if you don't want kids with them? I always ask y'all that.
You know why? You know why? Because nobody ever thinks that shit can happen to them.
That is not why. Can we just be realistic?
Be
Don't nobody
real,
want
E. Be
to
real.
get the fuck out of here with this goofy
Go
shit.
ahead, Evie. Go ahead. Go
Man,
ahead.
I
What's
hate when people
realistic?
do that, man. I hate people get on here with this capping ass behavior. Listen,
Hey, E.
Why y'all
we
going
like
raw?
raw sex. Ain't nobody out here trying to put no fucking plastic. You want me to smother my dick? Just
Come
not my
on.
dick that. He
Come
want to
on.
breathe. Y'all crazy. Y'all get on these social media platforms and talk that bullshit. People like unprotected sex. Ain't nobody never caught no feelings about no
Boss, you
condoms.
want everything how to tell them.
First of all,
The
I'm
truth
sorry.
is, that's what it is.
Ain't nobody
But
never caught no
at the
feelings
end of
behind
the
no
day,
fucking
at the
pulling
end
the
of the
dick.
day, if you go 8 or 9 times and that shit just ain't happen, you think it can't happen to you.
I don't think that it can't happen to me. I just do the player's prayer
You
and my
just roll the
movie
dice,
base.
like my guy said.
No, I don't roll the dice.
That is rolling the
First of all,
dice.
you be selective.
Roll
You
the
just
dice.
put your dick
That's
in
Russian
raw.
You think it
roulette.
can't
That's
happen to
Russian
you?
roulette like shit.
No,
Like a
it's not
motherfucker.
that. You
Yes,
just ain't supposed to
it is.
put your raw dick
Because
in random bitches, but you just, I'm having raw sex with you because I like how the raw sex feel.
but all right, so I love that he's bringing it back up again. Y'all like raw sex, but I can't see myself having a kid with that person. So here's my thing: Are
Niggas
you
kill me
having
acting
raw
like they
sex with
ain't had
somebody
raw
you
sex
can't?
with a
Do
bitch
you
that they
just
didn't want a kid with. Like, no, stop. Stop. I'm done. I'm tired of people getting on here lying. You try and tell me, well, you ain't never had unprotected sex with a girl that you didn't want no future with. If you say you did, I'm going to call you a liar, and I don't even know you like that, but I'm going to call you a motherfucking liar. Like, listen, we have all did it. Maybe not on purpose, maybe not continuously,
but
but
is it
every
something?
person has had unprotected sex with somebody that they did not intend on having a future with.
I had unprotected sex and I hit it with the motherfucking squirt. And I'm gonna be honest, I looked at the motherfucking period calendar and said, you know what? I think I'm good.
I
At
don't
the end of the
understand.
day, I'm
Sorry.
I
Go
didn't
ahead, I'm
think it
sorry.
could happen to me. You know what I'm saying? And I did it more than once, and that shit was in my favor. So the one time that it might have happened, more than one time that it might have happened in my favor, like where it wasn't in my favor, I mean, you got to charge that shit to the game. At the end of the day, I ain't want to have no game with you. It's just the
Listen,
truth.
bro.
And I'm saying this shit like I'm saying that to me when
It's
I was
so
younger.
crazy. Y'all be acting like these chicks are crazy. I hate this bitch. Da 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 da.
No,
But
I ain't never do that.
pause, pause, pause. If you see all the behaviors of a woman that you don't want no kids with, and you go ahead and allow yourself to have unprotected sex with that person, and you comment her, I don't want his shit. I don't want
All
his
right, so can
shit.
we say the same thing for women when y'all be like they baby fathers ain't shit?
But
Do
see,
that
see,
same
my
do that
thing,
same thing
Talk
apply?
to
my
Hold
the
on,
thing
hold
is
on,
comment.
that.
hold
Talk to
on,
the
DB. Do
Hey
comment.
that
cat,
same thing
hey
apply?
cat. My thing is, you know what, you know, what my thing was. Go ahead and have a baby then. Have it. I'm gonna take care of it. Have it. But it
Some of
don't
them women
necessarily.
be ruthless. Like y'all be playing a dangerous game. Like
Oh, why
No,
you keep
and
saying
I
y'all?
agree with
Like
you. And
women
I agree
not
with you.
playing a
why
dangerous
everybody
game.
talking at the same time? And I was definitely making a point.
But your point was invalid because you didn't answer my question from bull.
What was
So
your question?
why are we not talking about women? Why is this the sole purpose of a man? Like, why I'm so curious.
Because
Why?
you don't know who was saying that. Stop lying.
But I'm just saying, like
I've had
women.
sex with people
Why
that I
would
don't
you
want no
have?
future with. I had raw sex with like I have I've had raw sex with a person I don't want a future with.
On
Yes,
multiple occasions.
all
Yeah,
the time.
So
yeah.
why? Why would you do that?
Huh?
Why did you do that?
Why did I do that? Because it was the shit.
Because I wanted to have real sex.
But I also know that I'm on birth control.
Really though, well, the question was, is it fair to keep a baby
You just
that a
so
man
satisfied with the
said
little turnaround.
he did not want? That's the question.
So my thing is this: if you know the chance that that woman could get pregnant, right? She ain't on
What I
the
do?
nothing. Why would you come in a person that you so like you strongly feel like that person you don't want no future with them, you don't want no kids with them, you don't want nothing. And then as soon as they have a baby, you try and run from them.
You rolling the dice.
Nah.
I don't know how many
Straight up.
times in my life I have had unprotected sex and was not able to pull out in time and prayed for the next 30 to 40 days. Just you'd be so glad You be so glad when she texts you or call you and tell you she
I
in
ain't
her
gonna
period.
lie. I've been there too. Like, yo, I've been there. Like, when my period come, I be like, bitch, I'm not pregnant. Yeah, bitch, look, the damn tampon, tissue, all that shit be in the damn group chat, damn near, cause that is the nigga I would never want to procreate with. Woo.
So as a woman, why do you do it?
I just told y'all the same reason y'all
So
doing
we
that
still with
shit.
this
Be
shit?
lit.
Oh, okay. All right, long as you, hey, listen, as long as you keeping it
That's
real,
why I like
I
being in
don't
a
have no
relationship.
problems.
That's why I like being in a relationship, because I don't like, no, like, I want it.
I can't wait to just unlimitedly shoot up a club without
Yes.
fear.
I
Like
mean,
the
Listen,
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
cannot wait.
I
look,
ain't gonna
look at the
lie.
stars. Look at the stars.
Send them to the cosmos.
I
Yo,
am
why
Yo,
the fuck did I say
yo,
yes
look,
like
look.
that?
That send them to the cosmos shit right now. That send them to the cosmos shit right now.
Yo,
That is a thing. That is a thing right now.
because we like that shit just as much as y'all low key. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna hold you.
high
Like,
key,
we
high
love seeing
key.
that satisfaction of y'all. Like, yes, do it. Cause first of all, we say come at me, so it's like, yo, you know, that's when it's the shit. Like,
I
I can't wait
love.
listen.
till my next time.
I'm gonna tell you what I love. I love to be fucking a girl who not on birth control, and she's so scared that you about to come at her, but she
Yeah.
don't want you to stop. She be like,
Woo!
"Don't come at me, don't come at me," and then you still do it, and she just take all that. Look at her
Give
nasty
me the
ass. I
right,
told
Eddie.
you,
Give me the right,
yeah,
Eddie. No,
yeah,
give me the
cattle.
right, Eddie.
You see how
Look, but
excited
the
she got?
cutest shit, cause
Nah,
y'all
because
know
I
the
love that she keeping it real though.
yo,
Yeah,
y'all know the plan B not 100%. So you still be scared, but you like, bitch, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was fire. Like, give me the 180. I'm getting up as soon as we get done in the morning. But or you gotta go within that 72 hours. Like,
Listen,
bitch,
yo,
yo, it's
I'm
been
gonna tell y'all
pretty
something.
like, listen, we on 48 hours. I got the fucking pills. Where the money? Send the funds.
Yo,
Not later.
listen, I'm not a
I'm
very
telling you.
religious person. Everybody that knows me know that. If it's one thing I gotta thank the higher power for, is that my fucking soldiers don't march. Ugh, hallelujah.
Listen.
I been going
So you've
crazy.
been going crazy. I'm about to say something.
What?
No.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
What's
gonna
wrong
tell
with
y'all the
us?
story.
We
I'm,
don't
it's
have
gonna
no
be story
morals on this
time with
damn
DB.
pod.
Huh?
We don't have no morals on this pod. I'm ashamed of y'all.
So
Wow.
I'm gonna
and
listen.
I would just like to let you know you should be ashamed of yourself
I am.
because we noticed you. We
Erase
noticed
the
you.
last half.
You you eat ass. Um,
Woo.
Look at her face.
her face got so serious. Like, wait,
He
what?
That
said,
shit went
What?
from
What? Wow. Yo.
"Yo, hey, yo, listen, listen, yo, listen. Tell y'all the story. So the first time I had sex with a girl, real special girl to me. Um, I think all men do the raw test. You know what I'm saying? I think the raw test is just something that goes without saying.
You ruined my
So-
whole. I'm sorry. Go.
huh?
You ruined my whole
What?
mood.
I said she eat ass and it just fucked the whole mood
Oh
up.
yeah. All men do the raw
But can't
test.
we say that every week? We make that joke every week that you lick butt. Like, and some weeks you touch it, some weeks you don't.
All right, she was a special girl, and she tested the raw.
And the first time we had sex, it was raw. But the
Come
first
on,
time we had sex,
Davion.
huh?
Davion, meet your phone.
huh? Oh my bad. You all heard
Yeah,
me
you got
say?
me shit. You got me shit.
I'm
Um,
done.
the first time we had sex, it was raw. So she
No,
said
fuck, I did not.
the next day on the next day we talking on the phone, and she was like, "What you do with the condom?" And I was like, "What condom?" And she was like, "You got up and ran in the bathroom." I said, "Because I was about to pee on myself." There wasn't no condom. I haven't used a condom since Jeezy made the world go crazy. Like, what is you talking about? Like, I haven't used a condom since TM 101. Like, I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere. There was never condoms. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Listen. Listen, I don't know what's more hilarious. You ain't used the condom since TM 101 or Cat's adamant denial of this so much so that she had to type it in the comments. We heard you. We heard you.
we had you, yo.
No, you see this nigga talking about she done it before. No, the fuck I did not.
Listen. So
Listen,
I just
y'all got chill on young cat. She wants to remain and keep her plausible deniability.
that part. She represents for the ladies, and she tries to keep it ladylike at all times.
Okay. ED, just because we on the last second, I'm gonna let you have that, you dusty, dirty bitch. But you keep saying,
Ma'am, you will get our unlimited this taken away with this guy alone.
Now everything is to keep the unlimited. Yo, don't say that. Yo, you gonna get that unlimited. We be on 45-minute restrictions if you keep saying that shit. We just got our unlimited back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
We only got that shit back in 2 weeks.
He did put gloves on. So he did
definitely
put gloves on.
So that's him using a chicken condom.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? But the last time,
But listen, we know condoms ain't his friend either. He got 3 kids. He's
I got 3 boys.
listen, yo, the last time I used a condom, I went out like Willie Lump Lump. So I'm not using no fucking condom. Like, fuck no.
listen. I'm still using them. I just can't wait till I heard it from somebody I ain't gotta use them with, because I'm trying to tell you
that part, like,
I'm at the point where I'm experimenting with condoms.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes
Trojan got
like,
a new condom.
condom
It's
sex is
something.
kind of fun though. Like, condom sex can be fun. Like, I like different
I've
shit.
never had no fun condom sex.
Nah,
Yeah, if you like playing with balloons.
I'm gonna tell y'all why condom sex is fun for me, because it's nostalgic. It reminds me of when I first started having sex, and it's like, you know, I'm being safe. I like being safe. You know what I mean?
She's a
Cat,
weirdo.
I got a question, Cat.
You better
If
speak
one
for
of the
your
topics
motherfucking
is
self,
next
because
week,
I don't like that.
if one of the topics next week is how you lost your virginity, would you tell your story?
No. So yeah, I probably mine is actually
Hold on, Cat. Let me ask you a question, because this is the dirty episode. Have you ever sucked a condom dick? Like, you ever sucked dick with a condom on it?
No, but what I was going to say was the reason why I also like condom sex is because it's the build up, because I know like you are dying to feel it without a condom. So it's the build up for me. Y'all gotta understand that part, because you like, I want to take this condom off so fucking bad. Like, yeah.
Niggas don't raw test you?
Huh?
Niggas don't raw test you?
It has happened, but I'm just saying, like, you'll be like, no, like, don't take no condoms off over here. And they be like, come on.
No, the raw test happened before the condom get on.
I like the resistance during sex. Like, no, stop, no. And he be like, you want me to stop? All right, go ahead.
Listen, I'm doing the raw test on the muscle. As soon as we go to have sex, I'm throwing the dick straight in there raw. And then you like, get a condom. And before I take it out, I'm gonna stroke you real good. Like, exactly. You might get the 6, but I'm gonna give you 4 or 5 good strokes real quick to see if you want me to take
Here's
this
the
dick
point
out
of the
and put the
condom,
condom in.
y'all forget condoms are to protect you from STDs, not just getting pregnant.
So she like, man, okay, I didn't see. Wait a minute.
I do like being raped by the person I
What
want to
the
be raped
fuck
by.
is
I love her.
okay?
I love her. I love her. Because
No.
most women do. You dumbass bitches. But y'all so fucking scared that a motherfucker gonna judge you or look at you away. Most women purposely be resistant so they can be manhandled a little bit. Where the fuck you think choking and all that
I
shit
love
come
because
from?
I like seeing the alpha male come out. Like
Yeah.
I want to see you go hard. Like how hard you gonna go? If I say no, you just like, all right, you ain't my nigga. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He like, bitch,
Oh, okay.
You want nigga to be like, bitch, stop
She
playing
just
with the motherfucking legs, bitch. Stop fucking playing with me.
God damn it, shit. And don't
Yeah.
pull my wig off.
Yeah.
Nigga was pulling my hair. What's up? I'm like, all right, bitch. Now you know it's a wig. Right?
Look at Evie face. Look at Evie face.
You like?
I'm not gonna lie, yo. She's not the first girl I ever heard say that.
now listen.
Nigga,
I'm
look,
not.
you
Listen,
see that
I'm
nigga
not.
do this
Listen.
shit when you
Listen.
start feeling him do that.